Hello and welcome to On the Patio with Mr. D. Hey, we got us a project today that I want to share. Been hearing a lot of questions. We got a lot of brand new advanced element owners out there and they have a lot of questions. I thought my bare bone basics video covered it, but it didn't go deep enough. So what we're going to talk about today is how to remove and replace and inspect the deck lift bladder, this thing right here. I'm going to show you how to get that out and reinstall it and how to inspect it for air leaks, because you can't do it while it's inside the enclosure. You can't. You have to pull it out, inflate it, put it in the pool, whatever. So we're going to do that right now, and we'll be back in a bit. Now guys, you don't have to remove the bladder enclosure from the boat. You can see what I've done here. I just pulled the frame back a little bit to be able to get the whole deck lift enclosure taken out. Okay, so the first thing you got to do once you have it exposed, you can see this little seam right here, and then your valve is here. What you have to do, guys, is to take this, kind of pooch it to where it'll open up and push the valve. As you can see, I'm pushing it like this. Now I'm going to reach in here. You can see how really easy this is to do. Make sure this clears. Okay, and then now all you got to do is just pull it out. Now to do the inspection, it's simple. We're going to do it here at the pool. So I'm going to inflate it. Okay, the deck lift bladder is now inflated. Check. The next thing we want to do, guys, is do a leak check. Now you can do that in your pool, your bathtub, kitchen sink, whatever. All you have to do is just take your bladder and submerge it and see if there's any bubbles streaming out. I also double check the valve. I'll go over here and submerge it. No problems there. So this bladder is good, has no problem at all. All right, guys, you've heard me talk about overinflation a lot. Expansion, the same thing holds true for your deck lifts. Now this is off, I think it's off the tandem, so it's an extremely longer deck lift bladder, but all the rules fall the same. Now in this particular case, I overinflated it big time, and as you can see here, it blew out the seam. And I use this for demonstrations now. This is what will happen if you do a seam blow, and strictly because I overinflated it. As long as you keep it 1 pound and under, this thing will last you a very long time. Also, you always want to check the insert into this tube. Once in a while this will get loose and it will have some air leak. All you have to do is pull that tube out, put a little adhesive on it, pop it back in, and you're good to go. It's that simple. Okay guys, for reinstallation it's really easy. Make sure that your twist valve is this way, not up, that way. Turn this into a taco shape, like that, and run it down. And this is the easiest way to get this reinstalled. I am all the way at the end right now, so that's already there. Now I just take this with the valve, find the hole, as you can see right here. I'm going to bring that through, then I'm going to tuck this up in top. You can see this is really a very simple operation. Now what I do now is make sure that everything is squared away, so I just inflate it real quick. I know that the bladder now is fully seated, and that's how it's done, guys. It's pretty much that simple. Well, hey guys, that's going to end it for this short edition of On the Patio with Mr. D. I hope that answers your questions on how to remove and install the deck lift. You can see it's very simple. You don't have to pull out the main bladder out of the skin of the boat. You don't have to do any of that stuff. Just get it exposed to where you can do your thing. Now, if you do pull back the main bladder, make sure that the frames are inserted into their pockets before you get it jammed all the way up. What I do is I hold the top of them and then move it up, and then I check the bottom one to make sure that the frame didn't pop out of its pocket. But other than that, it's that simple. You can actually do it without pulling the frame part out. So I hope that answers your question. We'll see you on the next one.